Hi, I'm Cecil Bothwell and I'm running for re-election to Asheville City Council. Short-term rentals have triggered a narrowly fought but pretty heated debate for the past 2 years here in Asheville. Some people absolutely hate STRs, sometimes referred to as Airbnbs because that's the biggest purveyor, and others think they're wonderful. I believe we should permit short-term rental of accessory dwelling units. That is, apartments on the same property as a landlord's private home. As a member of City Council, I've taken a hard look at the business model in committee meetings, closed sessions with the city attorney, formal council meetings, and a discussion both online and in person with many, many constituents. I've looked at the rules and strategies in several other cities, examined problems that have cropped up, and followed the result here in Asheville of new regulations and draconian fines imposed by a majority of council members over my no vote. Here's my take. Although short-term rental of apartments in residentially zoned areas has been illegal for decades, enforcement was entirely complaint-based until 2015. Some city employees reportedly went so far as to tell people, as long as there are no complaints, it's okay. So quite a few people subscribed to Airbnb or VRBO or used Craigslist or other advertising and quietly entered the market. Some invested thousands or tens of thousands of dollars in upgrading their properties in order to garner more customers and higher rents. There were occasional complaints, and some owners were issued notices of violation and sometimes paid fines. Most of the trouble was with whole house rentals, which sometimes attracted large parties and created noise and parking problems. There was very little trouble with accessory dwelling units, presumably because with the landlord present, behavior was kept under control. So that's where I believe there's a logical dividing line. We should continue to ban whole house short-term rentals in residential neighborhoods, but make STR of ADUs legal. As we're all too aware, the Tourism Development Authority, the Chamber of Commerce, the Airport Authority, and others have made Asheville a major tourist destination with relentless ad campaigns around the country and even around the world. Renting an apartment to tourists is one of the few ways an average homeowner can glean some benefit from the tourist economy, using what is generally their biggest financial asset, their home. Asheville taxpayers pay for the infrastructure that city tourists enjoy. It seems only fair that they get some benefit from the taxes they're paying. Those concerned about affordable housing argue that units used as STRs should be on the long-term market. But in my view, that argument fails in 4 ways. First, units upgraded to be better Airbnbs aren't going to be affordable rentals in the long term. They'll be market rate or higher. Second, the actual number of short-term rentals in residential neighborhoods is relatively small, perhaps a few hundred out of 40,000 homes. Thirdly, there are thousands of apartments under construction in the Asheville metro area, and the vacancy rate is back to normal. Finally, about half of Airbnb hosts quit each year. They jump in, seeing a way to make more money from their property, and discover that it's more work or more hassle than they expected. In recognition of that last item, Portland, Oregon actually incentivizes construction of accessory dwelling units for use as short-term rentals, because planners there see that the new units will become long-term housing in due course. They're looking at long-term benefits instead of engaging in a knee-jerk reaction to what has been a nationwide shortage of affordable housing triggered by the Great Recession. So that's my position. Short-term rental of accessory dwelling units should be legal and licensed in Asheville. Thanks for listening, and I'd appreciate your vote.